Beach Nourishment, Longboat Key, time for an update. Hi everyone, my name is Mike Rennick. I'm the team lead, the senior broker of Team Rennick, part of that great Mangrove Realty Associates family. My guest today is Mr. Steve Reed. Welcome.
Hey,
Steve, we have some, we'll make this quick. We've got some threatening storm clouds, which we haven't had a lot of rain, so that's a welcome sight. But Steve is the owner of the Longboat Key News and the Sarasota City News, and we're here to bring an update about the Beach Nourishment Program. What's going on, Steve?
Well, you alluded to it, the storm clouds, and not to be melodramatic, but that's what it's all about, the wind and wave action on these islands. They're fragile islands. They offer protection for property and recreation. Most important aspects of Longboat Key are probably the beach, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Without that beach, you guys don't sell anything.
Right. That's really the ambiance of the island is the water. The Gulf or the bay, but the beach, absolutely.
And, you know, to situate us, we're on the very south end of Longboat Key. This is New Pass, one of the main entrances to Sarasota Bay, and it gets choked up with sand. It's barely navigable, and you can see those breaking waves. That's where you're hitting very shallow shoaling. Any boater knows it's a nightmare. So we have an agreement with the city of Sarasota and Army Corps engineers, the town of Longboat Key, to dredge the pass, and about every 5 years we alternate, and it's our turn. The city gets it one turn, and they put it on Lido shores usually, and over on Lido.
So the dredging, the sand to replenish our beaches.
The beaches, and the town of Longboat Key gets it the other 5 years. We get our batch, which is about 500,000 cubic yards of sand, which is enough. In the scheme of things, it doesn't do the whole beach, but it's going to do a critical part of the south end. There's what's called a terminal rock groin that anchors the south end of Longboat, and it's going to stretch in front of those nice properties like L'Ambiance, Sanctuary, and it's going to go north and wrap around and anchor the south end.
So how often is this done, this project? Is it done?
Beach work's never over,
so
I hate to say.
They have to continue.
Think of it, most expensive thing this town does is buy sand. So this is free sand, very cheap sand for us. The town has a big ongoing project. We talked about the north end. They're building the groins. They're doing little hot spots in between. In a nutshell, building a beach is like frosting a cake, right? But the frosting's really expensive. So now instead of a big...
It's the best part of the cake.
I know. Instead of a big thick layer of frosting now, they come by and they do little dots. Oh, it eroded. Let's put a little there. That's all. It's expensive
and it
stuff.
Makes sense. But it brings the value here. I don't know if we're capturing it on film or not, but you see the whitecaps, at least out in the Gulf there. So we can't see it, but we're facing an interesting day because of what the weather looks like it's going to happen. This is why the beaches are important.
Yeah.
It's all about, and we are a barrier island, so the job of Longboat really is to protect Sarasota, correct? That's what the barrier island does.
And you know, and from the point of view I've had, I know in your business and property owners, the thing they're always asking is my beach going to get sand? How much sand? When's it coming?
Right.
Very important. And what kind of sand?
So we need to keep coming back with updates because of the importance of this topic, right?
Up and down the coast. Lido, Siesta here. The biggest battle. Remember the Siesta sand battle?
Oh, yes.
These are the biggest battles, tens of millions of dollars in play.
And it's so crucial, though, for this to be done the right way.
It is. It is. Yeah,
we'll be back for an update. Steve, thank you.
Hey, thanks.
Appreciate it. Thanks for watching. We'll be back with another update. Take care, everyone.